You guys remember that gun that I've been censoring in some of my videos? Here it is, on Sunday Gun Day. What's going on, everyone? Back again with another episode of Stuff and Things, and today, finally, I'm bringing you guys a video on my snow camo Glock 19. This entire build was put together for me by the guys over at Dynamic Weapon Solutions, so if you want to learn more about their specs, pricing, and the things that they offer, I will leave a link to their site in the description down below. Now, let's get into it. This is my custom Gen 3 Glock 19 with a complete overhaul from Dynamic Weapon Solutions. This gun features their Mark III Reaper slide package as well as custom framework and a titanium nitride barrel. Starting from the top down, this gun is running Ameriglow sights with a nice red fiber optic front post. And while the slide is cut for an RMR, the sights are not suppressor height, so I'm running their serrated top plate to fill that gap. The slide has been completely reworked as well, with angled serrations on both the front and the rear. 2 window cutouts on each side of the slide, allowing you to see that titanium nitride barrel. The rest of the sides are also recessed a little bit to cut down on weight. And even the top of the slide has angled serrations for quick and easy press checks. Moving down to the frame, you can see their nice unique stipple patterning over the whole gun. They undercut the trigger guard for a higher purchase and to get rid of that Glock knuckle. There's also stippling under there for indexing. It has really aggressive accelerator cuts, which I'm a big fan of for your support hand thumb. And overall, it's a pretty high quality package. I also had them do the custom Cerakote, which I'm a huge fan of. The only downside to it is that it's such a busy pattern that it almost takes away from the nice slide cuts that they've done. Video might not do it justice, but once you have this gun in your hand, you can really get an appreciation for the mill work that they do. Now, I've kind of kept this gun a secret. I've actually had it since summer, and it's been in my EDC rotation the entire time. The QVO Wingman that I made when I was out in Vegas, that was actually for this gun. My custom Glock 43 is definitely my most carried gun, however, this is a close second. So that's enough of me talking for now, let's get into the first mag. Alright, first mag impressions. Everything that I'm about to say is going to sound pretty similar to my other Glock videos because, to be honest, all custom Glocks shoot pretty much the same. Starting with the slide work, I'm definitely a big fan of the angled serrations. It makes racking the gun super quick and easy, especially the front serrations as well. The front is running the same type of serrations, and between the front being rounded off and the window here, it makes a nice place for you to put your thumb when you're doing press checks. The framework and stippling on this build might be my favorite out of all the custom Glocks that I've shot. Not really aesthetically speaking, but definitely functionally. You can see the stippling pattern kind of runs upward in line with the grip of the gun. What's good about that is that it's not overly aggressive. I can have this thing riding up against my stomach since I carry appendix all day and it doesn't bother me at all. The undercut trigger guard is nice and smooth off. I can get a good full hand grip. And the index and accelerator cut make it so that you almost can't grip this gun wrong. When I draw this gun from my holster and my hands meet, I can tell that my finger is indexed where it's supposed to be and my thumb rides right up on that little ramp on the accelerator cut. If you're shooting lefty, no worries, you still got the accelerator cut over here as well. And definitely no complaints, I'm a fan of their grip work. Now the titanium nitride barrel, really not much to say there. This one isn't from Dynamic Weapon Solutions. However, I believe they're working on milling their own, so you might be able to see those in the future. Titanium nitride coating cleans off really easily, keeps this thing shooting straight and pretty accurately. The tolerances on this thing are super tight. The lockup is very, very tight, so accuracy should remain pretty good on this gun. Between the match grade barrel and the thick Cerakoting on the slide, this gun definitely had a big break-in period. I really only have 250, maybe 300 rounds through it, so it's still being broken in. 2 other things that I myself added to this gun was the extended slide stop. I put those on mostly all of my Glocks. And I'm also running a Ghost 3.5 pound trigger connector in here. The trigger is stock other than that. I wanted to keep this thing relatively simple functionality wise since it is something that I'm carrying. I really wouldn't recommend carrying a gun with a sub 3 pound trigger pull, but that's just me. Well, let's break this thing in a little bit more. Alright, so my final thoughts on my dynamic weapon solution Glock 19. Well, it's another custom Glock. The slide cuts make this gun function more suited towards my tastes. The slide is lighter, it tracks faster, it shoots flatter than a regular old stock Glock. The crazy Cerakote patterning and the gold of the titanium nitride barrel make this what most people would call a Gucci Glock, but it is what it is. I'm a big fan of it. If you're not a fan of all the crazy stuff going on with this gun, Dynamic still offers all of their packages with regular coated slides. You can get all the functionality of the serrations and window cuts but on a black slide. You can also just keep your stock barrel or get a black match barrel that fits in it. The framework is another thing where you have options. Do you want finger grooves? Do you want this index cut? Do you want the accelerator cuts? Any of that can be tailored to your liking. The possibilities are pretty much endless to have a Glock look and function exactly how you want it to. The one thing that I like about Dynamic Weapon Solutions is that they're really competitive in their pricing when it comes to competing with those bigger guys. Out of all the other custom Glocks and polymer handguns that I've shown on my channel, this is definitely the best bang for your buck. If you're getting your slide milled and you don't want to run an RMR in the future, they won't cut it and they're not going to charge you for it. Same thing with the windows, it's like speccing out a car, that would be an upcharge. This is their Mark III Reaper package, but if you want to get something more simplistic, maybe with just serrations, you can do that and they're all customizable. So I wish there was more that I could say about this gun, but it is what it is. It's a custom Glock and it's more affordable than the others. With this build, I did learn a couple of new things when it comes to the fitment of match fit barrels, Cerakote, and internal trigger parts. But I think I'm going to save that stuff for a more talk-heavy upcoming video, so if you want to catch that in the future, consider clicking subscribe. If you guys want to see more future videos about companies that do customization to firearms like this, leave a like on this video. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. That's going to be all for today. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you in the next one.